Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Eddie Marcus again. Yes, I got something else I want to talk to you about. The other day, when I found out that Biden had chosen Miss Harris to be his partner in the administration of government here, I was kind of excited, just like you are. Just like I was and you were as well, when Barack Obama was chosen to be the representative of the Democratic Party. Excited for all of the reasons that we are excited. It's a rarity. First black woman that's qualified. Exciting, ladies and gentlemen. But I must admit with you, as we get all carried away with this thing, that this isn't the solution to our problems as a people, not just as people of color, but the problems that we as people of color experience. Truth of the matter is, people of every shade experience these same things. And for those who might escape it, they usually have something else that someone else wants so bad till they'll put their opposition aside just to get it. What I'm saying to you, ladies and gentlemen, is this. Yes, Trump is bad, really bad. And the church that says it represents God and goes over there and joins Trump represents a bad God, a bad God. And those who support Trump, they're just as bad. All of them are just as bad. But the truth of the matter is, ladies and gentlemen, guilty as they may be, they are not alone responsible. They have the support of the whole nation. Let me say that again. As cruel and as mean and conniving any of them may be, they are not guilty alone. In this guilty reality, it involves the whole human population, especially here in America. So the problems that exist that affect each of us, true, many different ways, and we point all of the fingers away from us and blaming everybody else but us. And the truth of the matter is, we are all guilty. And just as we are all guilty, whether we see it or not, it will take all of us to be exonerated in order for the rewards that we seek so diligently to arrive. And they become a reality because of the actions that we take. They, as the evilness that absorbs us of our homes, education, food and clothing, and freedom, peace, joy of life, still wants to be boss. Make a long story short, ladies and gentlemen, I'm enjoying talking to you. And as I'm thinking about trying to reach somebody everywhere. You know how that goes. But I'm going to just see if I can sum it up this way. There is a God. And when I talk about that God, I'm referencing a power that I can't see, can't touch, can't feel. And I can't conjure up an emotion. But as I walk on this ground, as I drag my feet in the blades of this grass, as I look at the trees and hear the wind blowing all between the leaves, as I see the sun penetrating, and I look up and I see the sky, the golden blue sky with all of those white clouds, I'm reminded that that is an existence verified at least by my mind, verified by my eyes, my ears, by the senses that I have can identify and respect. So there is a power, my friends, that did this and is responsible for our being here. Now, with such order in the heavens, with such order on the earth, and almost every place you look, there's order. Except when you look within the human race, among humankind, among we, the people. There seems to be nothing but disorder. Disorder to the greatest extent, where we kill each other. I was just thinking about a reporter not too long ago. I'm not going to call his name because I can't pronounce it proper. But I heard he went someplace and he cut him up, chopped him up. And everybody's saying they know nothing about it. But the message is sent to any reporter that wants to be free and be honest like they're supposed to be. You better watch who you be honest about, because you will be chopped up. Now, that means that we won't have any more honest reporting? Does that mean that when you get a president that comes in and says, I'm pissed off because I was investigated, and the people are pissed off, and then they want to come back and say, I'm going to investigate you for investigating me? But here's the problem, ladies and gentlemen. When you investigated him, what did you see? You saw a thief. That's what you were looking for, right? You wanted to make sure that that didn't get in office, that that didn't con you, that that didn't trick you. What did you see? You saw a liar. That's what you were looking at to avoid, right? You saw a cheater. And that was what you was trying to avoid, I know. You saw a racist and a bigot. Oh, I know you don't want that to be president. So that's why you were checking, huh? You checked. And you saw all of these things that you said you didn't want to happen. And it happened anyway. What does that say, ladies and gentlemen? I'll tell you what it says. It says that like there's a power over the universe, there's a power over this earth. And that power really dictates what's going on. And when you see things that are abnormal, I mean really, really abnormal, that's downright stupid and doesn't make any sense at all, that's a response of that government down here on this ground that's running every nation, controlling every nation by manipulating what we call life's source. And what is that? Money. Manipulating money and controlling the whole dead blasted earth. And so don't think that Trump was an accident. No, that was planned from GO1 for Trump to come in and for Trump to do exactly what Trump is doing. And Trump has set it up, my friends, my sisters and brothers, and you know it. That's why you're trying to make sure you get rid of him, that you will never forget. He's going to investigate you. He got off. Let him find something on you. I bet you don't get off. You see that? So this is what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen. This didn't just hop out of no place. This is the process of exercising the type of system that we've been exercising. And we, people of color, for 400 years, it has not been sweet. But it has been occurring, leading the people. So the implication is there was a time people were closer to God, and they just wouldn't be buying into anything. So it took a period of time for the powers that be on this earth to control and manipulate this and that in order to get the people in a position to get them where they want them to go. And this is where they wanted people to go. That has already happened in Russia, it's happened in China, happened in the Philippines. It's probably happening all over the earth right now, ladies and gentlemen, because it's indeed happening in America. But there's a voice standing out here. I thought I'd been through by now, but I'm not. There's a voice standing out here trying to remind you that there is a God. And all the resources that mankind uses to accomplish all the things that it has done. Those resources were given by God. Man had nothing to do with the oil, the iron, the steel. Man had nothing to do with it. It was given by God. And the ability to exercise gifts that have been implanted in each of us by God brought the motivation to get into action and cause these things to appear. All God. And you, the people, are the one that's doing all that is being done. Stop for a minute. Those of you who got jobs and those of you who don't. Everything that exists by the hands of man were done by you, the people. All the way from the beginning stage, maybe say of the car. Maybe just think of the plane, those beginning stages. And look where they've come. So those people back in those days were just as important and essential as we are today in order to do the things that we're doing. And so peace and prosperity and freedom got to start somewhere. And it got to start with somebody that's real. And I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, what's happening right now is an indication that we're not real. So if I've told you the truth, if I'm saying through this process, you can have your needs, your wants, and your desires met. If I'm saying through this process, you'll never be worried a lack of food, clothing, and shelter, education, health care, and a career of your own choosing. If what I'm telling you is true, that will bring you peace and prosperity and freedom and joy of life and the fulfillment of your dreams. If what I'm telling you is true, then why don't you act like you want it by doing something to get it? It's not going to drop out of the heavens, ladies and gentlemen. It won't be some person riding out on a cloud doing this for you. If this happens, and it will happen, it will be when you, the people, decide that you're going to stop being slaves to what you can see, to that which dies just like you and stinks just like you, and give your allegiance to something that you can't see that's better than you and you and you. And the evidence is that it's not just for you. It's for all of us, not you and some, but for all of us. Until you can get a God like that, why submit to anything else? Because they'll kill you and you're going to always die. And when this thing starts going away, it will happen because there will be those who are willing to die and not necessarily willing to kill. That's when you almost divine. I'm going to leave it there, ladies and gentlemen. Do what you will. Eddie Marcus saying goodbye for now.